Big challenge for the day is saving that bad boy. This is a cola sock tub. It's like a Roman waterfall tub, and we're going to see if we can get that out and get it saved so we can reuse it in the new house. Because I'm a big guy, and that thing I can get in, and I can have the water up to my neck with the jets running, and it's going to be pretty cool. So let's see how the day goes. So this bathtub is really causing me some stress, okay? It is like ridiculously massive, which is great because I'm tall and I want to be able to soak in the tub. It's designed for the water to come all the way to the top. It flows over the edge like a Roman waterfall. And they're $13,000 and change to buy today. I want to keep the bathtub. I want to use the bathtub, but it's cream and I don't want a cream bathroom. So if you've got any bright ideas, send me a comment and give them to me because I don't know what to do, but I don't want to stick this thing on eBay unless somebody wants to pay me a whole lot of money and then I'll sell it to you. So you can message me for that also. This is where the Roman tub was. Holy moly. I mean, it was like 8 guys picking this thing up and there wasn't even any water in it. It holds 120 gallons and 120 gallons of water is like, I don't know how many pounds, but it's a whole lot of pounds. So when it's full, the floor obviously is going to still need to be reinforced. We're thinking we might put it back over in that corner. On that side, so I guess that's the way it's going. I'm glad we filmed the left side because that made me look like a pro. The right side is a little bit more effort. My man John had to help me, but we got it down. Dude, that's like 900 pounds. Dude, that was a lot of weight on the wall. First blood drawn on that brick wall that I got down, but I got it down, so that's what counts. This is an I-beam. And if you look really close at it, you'll see the bottom is kind of like a square, chunkier piece of wood. And in the middle is like a thin or a flat piece. And at the top, it's the chunky square piece again. And the reason they do that is the 2 thicker pieces obviously give it more support. And then the thin one in the middle is really there just to stop them bending and flexing so you can use smaller wood, but it still gets the strength that you need to make it work. Obviously, you could use big, thick wood, but it's going to cost more, it's going to be heavier and create different issues. So let's go check out an I-beam that was in the fire and see what it looks like. Now, I don't know how well you can see this, but if you look real close, you see the thin piece of wood, if you want to call it that. It's completely disappeared, where the fire has just churned through it. And so what that's done is, now that structural strength isn't there anymore. You see over on the right side, the 2 chunky square pieces are actually squished together. So now we've got some flex and you can see how it's bending and that floor is bending down. It's still got enough strength to kind of hold it and it's not collapsing, but I would not want to stand under there for too long, I'm just saying. One of the things that really excited us about the house is that we could have a family project together. I want all the family to be involved in that. And obviously I got some younger kids, so they can't be in there, you know, when stuff's falling and doing lumber and whatever else. But the yard is something that they can absolutely work in safely, and they kind of enjoy it as much as anybody enjoys doing work, right? So here they are, hustling and grinding and getting this yard looking good. It's going to take them a while because it's a big one, but we'll keep them busy, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished.
Go. Oh, gotta get it all in.
I got bad news for you, dude.
That's not bigger than mine. Oh. Is it time to get the tape measure out?
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
She's struggling.
What was that? New one?
I think that might be a tie.
As the house was damaged with the fire, this is close to the epicenter. Remember, this was entirely black. We couldn't even see through the windows. All the shutters have been ripped out. But what's funny is, look at the woods, look at the studs here and how good they look. And even as you look at the top, this is all clean, all bone dry compared to this that is wet from the rain last night. That's because we've still got a roof over this back section. So all of this, it looks like a brand new house. I mean, it kind of does. So I'm really pleased about that. Shower's all gone. The other mini little closet's all gone. I'm feeling good about the day. Okay, so it was a stormy night last night. All is windy this morning. I think Houston had like 60, 70 mile an hour wind, and I was at 75. And I'm walking down the path to the house. I'm thinking maybe I lost some roof last night, I don't know. But it's really fun down here. It's day 5, Friday morning. What a week. Okay, I still see bits of roof, so that's a good sign. Let's see what we see.
Performing those functions could cause you harm.
Flying back to
We just boarded, and this plane is so hot, and I have my sweater on and everything.
Anyway, on our way back to Houston, and we are excited, but sad to leave Daddy at Troy.
The seat in front of you is leaving the area.
One of the things I like to do when I buy a house is change all the light bulbs out, and even the fixtures if you need to LEDs, because it saves you a load of money when you've got a zillion light bulbs, which big houses tend to have, and it's good for the environment too. However, on this guest house, look at this bad boy. There is a light at the top of the roof. The mission for this afternoon is to figure out how to get up there and figure out what bulb it is so I can change it. Well, here we are. I climbed up through the roof and I have a light bulb. Now I've got to figure out what kind of bulb it is. And you can see out. There's the house. You can see all the way around. Okay, back to work. So demolition is a process. You start with the simple stuff. Move everything that's loose. Then you start moving things that aren't loose. And you work a room at a time or an area at a time. You know, pull the drywall down, get the insulation out. Let's get the wet stuff gone. As we progress, then it's okay, let's get the tile up, let's get the flooring cleaned up so we can get to the subfloor. And although we are gonna demo the subfloor, we're gonna leave that till the end because obviously stuff's still dropping, everybody's making a mess, things are still getting damaged. And so we don't wanna put a new subfloor down and it get damaged or wet. So we want everything else done, get the house dry, and then we'll work on the subfloor. We need the claw hammer as well. Oh, dude, this is the way we do it. This is what I need to do. Dude, this is how we do it. Probably takes me longer to line them both up. Real skills right there. Oh yeah. That's about as much as I can get.
The floor is shook.
I don't know what it weighs, but holy moly, that's going to take like 7 or 8 guys to get that out. With the house, one of the big goals has been to get it dry. And obviously, it rains a little bit in Nashville, Tennessee, as we are learning. So the guys wanted to clean off as much roof as possible and try and tarp it. It's a big roof, tarps only come in certain sizes. But they started work, they got a bunch of stuff off one side. We built a little T-frame so the tarp could get some shape, and obviously that way the water would run off. But it wasn't that safe up there, and they didn't really want to get too far along on that roof. So in hindsight, I don't really know how helpful it was. Probably spent a whole lot of money and didn't really get a whole lot for it. So, you know, you live and learn. But at least I've got a nice big tarp. Don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm not throwing it away because it was $500. So we're going to keep it. Maybe we'll make a slip and slide out on the yard. Invite the whole neighborhood over. Have like relay races, 10 kids wide, I don't know. We'll think of something. Maybe we'll start a tarp rental business. MikeTarps.com. I'll rent it out, $50 a day. How does that sound? Oh, that sounds cheap. Maybe $100 a day. If you rip it, you've got to pay for it. Dude, so I told you that people in Nashville have been super friendly to us moving in. Well, these guys reached out and said, hey, saw you on the news, thought we'd come and give you a complimentary pest control as a welcome to the neighborhood. So go clear the fence. I guess if you need some pest control, give these guys a call, because Dylan, my man, has been real nice. His map took him like 30 minutes away to the wrong side of town, and he still came and made his appointment time. Thank you. We appreciate it. It is day 2 of the project to replace the light bulb in the little lighthouse light. Got my trusty heavy boxes at the bottom of the ladders so they don't slide anywhere, because that has happened to me before, and I did genuinely fear for my life and think it was over. And here we go. I'm so glad I've got my hoodie on and I'm going into the sweatbox sauna up there. Probably didn't plan this one very well, did I? The things we do. Okay, here we go. Dude, I'm already hot. Yeah, it's toasty. I guess the sun's shining. I can't even get my leg up the last one. It's such a big jump. Like, ugh. Okay, there we go. I'm in the lighthouse with the bulb, with the light. TJ's over here somewhere. Don't know if you can see him down there. Gonna see if we can swap this out and see if it comes on. Come on. I don't know. I mean, it looks like it's the same size. It looks like it should fit, but it doesn't fit. And the adapter doesn't fit. Let's find the old bulb. We were trying to figure out why the new bulb wouldn't fit, because it's the same thread as the old one. And actually, if you look at the old one here, it's really skinny as a neck. The new bulb has the screw and then it gets a little bit fatter quicker. And we finally realized that on the light fixture itself, there is a collar that sticks down below the thread, and that collar was causing us a problem, which is why that first bulb wouldn't even work. And we had to go find a second bulb that would actually at least fit and screw in, and then that led us to the next problem, and the 900 problems after that.